Hi guys, welcome to the another video of Excel tutorial. Today we are going to discuss service level dashboard. In the service level dashboard, there are various ways by which you can calculate service level like line fill rate, unit fill rate, order fill rate, on-time delivery, perfect order or on-time infill, and case fill rate as well. So we are going to discuss how we can calculate all of these. Apart from it, we will also go through some operational insight like how many order lines are there, total unit orders, how many units were shipped, how much are short, and then how many unique order were there and what were the perfect orders. And there are certain recommendations as well we will go through afterwards. So let's start. So this is the introduction page of the sheet in which we are just talking about how to use this sheet. Let's move to the order data. So this is the basic input data sheet of this particular worksheet. Here we are going to record all the order and related informations. So you can get these information from any ERP dump or any place where you are managing your data. So let's check each and every column. So first is the order ID. The order ID is the unique identification number by which you track any order. Then this is the order date, the date at which this order got punched. Then this is the lines in order. So lines in order is something which is how many SKUs are there. So if you see that there are three rows where we are duplicating the order. But why we are duplicating this order? Because it has three different SKUs. And all of these three SKUs have different quantity in it. So the lines are something which are number of SKUs in a particular order. Then there is order quantity, and out of which how much you have shipped, that is your shipped quantity. Then there is order cases. So cases are something which are like packaging of your order units. So the SKUs do not get shipped unit by unit, correct? So there is a particular packaging like a carton or a pallet, and that usually gets shipped. So warehouse and logistic or distribution management mainly work with the cases, not with the unit. So that is why it is important to take the analytics of orders as well. So here you have the order cases and the shipped cases as well. Now this is the promise date, the date at which you're supposed to ship this order, and then the actual ship date is the ship date where actually you are shipping this order. Then this is a damaged, whether the order got damaged or not, and all the documents related to that order are correct or not. So these two data input point you can get from any feedback system or any CRM system. So let's move to the calculations. The first of all is the line fill rate. Line fill rate is nothing. It measures the percentage of order lines that were filled completely without any back order or shortages. So when we talk about lines, as I was talking about in the order data, lines means number of SKUs. Okay, so what we are doing here in terms of line calculation, we are just checking that how many total lines are there, which is nothing, the sum of the column number D. How many lines are there? Then we are checking that wherever the order quantity is equal to the shipped quantity, these lines are completely filled lines. And where this condition is not meeting, those lines are the shortage line. And then we are just calculating by dividing the total completely filled lines by the total order lines. It's very simple. So this is your line fill rate. Now moving on to the unit fill rate. So the unit fill rate measures the percentage of unit items that were shipped compared to what was ordered. So here in our order data input sheet, earlier we were checking about the SKUs, but now we are going to talk about order quantity irrespective of SKUs. So at aggregated level, how much order quantity was ordered and against how much we have shipped. So if you check the unit fill rate, it will have the total units ordered and total units shipped. And then we are just checking that how much is the difference in terms of order versus shipped. So here we can see that the difference between order versus shipped is 45 and we have the fill rate as 98.8%. So why it is so high and your line fill rate is very low? So in unit fill rate, you may have some orders which are actually backfilling the earlier order as well. So there might be a cases. So here you can check that, okay, whenever you have filled your order, if you do not see the line level fulfillment, you can at least at a high level check that total order versus total ship where you are in terms of quantity. Now move to the another one, which is order fill rate. So order fill rate is nothing but it measures the percentage of complete order where all lines were filled completely with no shortage. So what we are doing here, we are checking that how many orders we have. So we just copy all the order and remove the duplicates. And then we are just checking that how many lines each of the order has. And we can get it from the order data sheet. Now we are checking that each of the line is completely fulfilled or not. So if you see this order number 1, where we have 3 lines, it is completely filled. But order number 2, it has 2 lines, which is not completely filled. Why? Let us check. Go to the order data. If we see that order 1 has 3 order lines, which is SKU ABC. And if you see, the order quantity is equal to the ship quantity for each of the line. But if you check the order 2, which has 2 lines, and against the SKU A101, the order quantity was 200, but the ship quantity is 180. So it is not completely filled. So that is why if you go to the order fill rate, you will see no against the order 002. So this is how we are going to check that which order has all the line completely filled and which order do not have all the lines completely filled. So here we are just checking that what is the total number of the orders we have, out of which how many are yes and how many are no. And then we are calculating by the complete order divided by the total order, which is our order fill rate. Let's move to the another one, which is on-time delivery. So on-time delivery measures the percentage of orders delivered by the promise date to the customer. So here we are just checking that all of the order which we are having, what is the promise date for all of those order, which we are getting from the index match formula. And then again, what is the ship date for it? And then we are just checking that if our ship date is on or before promise date, it means we are on time. Or if we are shipping after the promise date, then we are late. So that is why whenever we are on time, it will say yes. And whenever we are late, it will say no. Again, we will be checking that how many orders we have, what is our total on time orders, and then what are our late orders. And then we are just checking by dividing like 10 divided by 13, which is on time delivery. And here it is 76.9%. Let's move to the another one, which is perfect order rate. So perfect order rate is ultimate supply chain metric order that meet all criteria. So you have complete in all lines filled. So the order should be complete by online fields. It should be on time. It should be damage free, and the documentation should be accurate. So all of these 4 things will be checked for each order. So here we will be having the order list, and then you will be having whether this is complete in terms of quantity, whether it was on time or not, the damage was there or not, and the document was okay or not. If everything is yes, then it is perfect order. And if even one thing is no, then it's not a perfect order. So what we are going to check? We are going to check this particular matrix, that how many orders are there, which are 13. And out of these 13, how many are yes, which are 3 only. And then we just need to divide 3 divided by 13, which is 23.1%. That is our perfect order rate. So here is one point, and that is on time in full. If you are not considering their damage and documentation, if you don't have these kind of data or these columns are not relevant to your industry, you can only check the complete and the on time. Okay. And the calculation of perfect order rate by taking these 2 into the consideration called on time in full, which is the OTIF. And it is very prevalent metric in the supply chain industry. Moving ahead for the next one, which is case fill rate. So again, earlier the way we were calculating for the quantity, now we can calculate it for the cases. Cases agnostic of the SKUs, how many cases which were ordered and how many cases we filled and how many cases went short. So this is our case fill rate. So it's a very easy calculation. So the same way you can at least check that, okay, how many cases I am supplying. So sometimes what can happen that you can have higher quantities cases. Yeah. So if you're going to calculate a service level by the order quantity, it will come very low. But if you are going to calculate it by case, it will come very high. The only case short was 1, but that 1 is having too much quantity in it. So that is why the unit fill rate is coming down, but your case fill rate is high. So it will talk about your efficiency around your warehousing and your logistics. Moving ahead. So this is how you can collate all of these KPIs into a one single place, which is dashboard, where you can have all of these KPIs. You can compare them with the benchmarks or with the targets, and you can have the status, whether it is poor, good, or fair. And there are certain recommendations. Let's say if your line fill rate is less than 97%, then you have to review inventory accuracy. You have to improve demand forecasting and optimize the safety stock levels. If your unit fill rate is less than 95%, which means less than the target, you have to investigate stockouts. You have to improve replenishment process, and you have to analyze ABC classification. So likewise, you can check all of these recommendations. If you want the link of this Excel workbook, you can get it in the description of this video. You can comment us any other topic which you want us to cover as an Excel tutorial. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.